All right, we got a ton of great questions coming in, so please keep them coming. My first question to Aliyah from illustrious Act 6171. When did the pregame routine start with Caitlin Clark? What is the backstory behind her hugging you before each game?
I mean, it really just started one game where we just gave each other a hug and she was like, "You're going to be amazing because you are amazing." And then I said it back and we've just done it every game. Even though she's been out for a while, like I make sure I get my pregame hug. I think it's just nice to kind of just give that confidence to each other before every game and we just continue to do that.
That
So cute.
1-2 punch confidence. I bet you guys won that game too, because like
Yeah,
it's you got to
you're
keep
just
that.
ready to go. You just feel it. You're like, "You know what? I am going to be amazing.
Yeah,
I
but
am."
you're like after a dominant double performance, you're like we hugged, so we're gonna hug
Yeah,
next
so
game,
we're
and
gonna
we're
hug
gonna hug
again,
again
and
and
and we
again.
keep going because you know how I feel about that.
Yep.
We're never gonna stop hugging. Okay, question for you, Candace, from Boldly B. Candace, you've been a mentor for so many players, and Aliyah, you're now a foundational piece for your team. What's the most valuable piece of advice that's been passed down to you, and how have you either adapted or seen it change for the next generation of players?
It's as simple as like confidence is key.
Mm,
And you get your confidence through repetition, through practice, through looking at yourself in the mirror. And one of my most amazing mentors was the late great Kobe Bryant. And he always talked about, the way that you get your percentages up and your belief in taking those shots is to practice them over and over and over again until the next shot has to go in. And it's that mentality that I think that this generation of players has is you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to be able to kind of like tune out the noise, the naysayers, the people that say you can't, because guess what? Everybody says you can't until you do it. And then
until you do
everybody's
it. It's like, "Oh
congratulating
my
you and
gosh,
patting you on your back.
yes." Yep.
Exactly. And so, you're crazy until you show that it works. And that's in between the lines and also outside the lines. And so I'm just proud of this generation of players because I feel like they're unapologetic in who they are and what their craft is. And I love it. So
Mm,
yeah, that's
nice.
a really great question, Boldly B. My next question is from Superman 24/7 42. It's for you, Aaliyah. Has anyone dunked on anyone in practice yet?
Oh, no one has gotten dunked on, but we keep telling KK to just dunk the ball. Like every single time, like KK, if she gets it wide open, like we're like, dunk it. We're like, why don't you just dunk it? And she jumps and she like will finger roll it right over the front of the rim, and her hand is like already touching the rim. I'm like, girl, just dunk it one time, just once.
Well, this is a hot take, not very much of a hot take. I think Malanga is going to get one down before the end of the year. I think she's
Ooh, as
going to
long as it's not near the fever, we good.
listen. I
As long
I
as
have been
it's
in a game when BG got us. She got us on a breakaway. I'll never forget. I was out front and I saw her get the steal and I was like, it was in the
mm.
playoffs too. Oh man, I was so mad. But anyway, I think my money's on Malanga. I think she's gonna get one.
All right. So my question for you from flute to
Wait,
boot.
rewind that. What's the name?
Flute to
Oh, I
boot.
like that.
Flute to boot. I like it a lot. You mentioned wanting to talk about the hard stuff. What's one struggle you've had as a professional athlete that fans might not see or understand?
The hardest thing to get fans to understand is sometimes what you're doing on the court is what your coach wants you to do. That's something that you're willing to give up.
Yep.
And everyone, you have this pride element of like, the way that you would guard this player one on one, but the scouting report of what your team is supposed to do.
You're right.
And so the
Absolutely.
hardest thing as a professional athlete is not scream from the rooftops that this is what my coach is trying to get me to do. We are giving up the pull-up jump shot. So therefore, as a post player, I'm not supposed to come up and contest
I'm
a,
not.
pu-
I'm
a
not.
pull-up jump shot. That is actually the guard, and that is actually what we're willing to give up. We want to give up long contested twos. But
Exactly.
your pride is just like, I cannot
Like
let this
just get
person
I'm
get
just I can't.
25.
I can't not on my head
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
Like
And then everybody's
why
talking
are
about
you
how
scoring
you don't.
you got scored on, you got no, 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 no.
So that is the biggest struggle that I think people don't understand is that sometimes the game plan is to give somebody 30 because you're going to
As
stop
long as
everybody
no one
else.
else as long as no one else scores the ball. It's so funny when coaches say that, and then it's just so unfortunate when it's like your person. When they're like, you know what, we're okay if they have 30, because I'm like, I'm not.
But I'm also not going to give you 30. Like, but I'm supposed to help and over recover, and then I'm recovering back. Like, it's so funny because I was just at an Amazon, summit, and everybody was there, and Udonis Haslam is talking about Dirk Nowitzki and how he had to guard him out of the pick and roll. And he was just popping, just hitting that thing, like just hitting it, just shooting that thing. Like it was draining in. And he was just looking at the bench like, this is not the plan. Like, you know what I mean? And I feel him on that because there have been so many times where I'm like, I should not be recovering back to Brianna Stewart for 3. Like, this cannot be the plan.
Like, how about we stunt and full rotate? Let's just full rotate.
Like,
I'll go
help
somewhere
me
else.
out.
Help
because
me.
Everybody's going to come for me. The Twitter trolls and everything are going to come for me to my Candace don't play defense. And it's like, no, this is the game
that's part
plan.
of the scout.
That's a coach. I'm actually buying into the game plan. Yeah. Sorry. Now I'm going to be an angry person on all of these
That's
little
funny.
clips. But anyway.
That's funny.